Welcome back to Redneck in a Hat. I'm Les. Today I'm going to take my CMMG lower and color in the engraving on it with some flat dark earth color fingernail polish. This is pretty close to flat dark earth when it dries. I tested it out on a piece of paper. It's about as close as I can get on fingernail polish. But anyway, let's get this started. Things I'm going to use is I took an old debit card and I folded a piece of black electrical tape across the bottom of it to use as a squeegee. Of course, fingernail polish of the color of your choice. I'm going to try to put a link in the description so you can find this. I did get this at Walmart. See, what else do I need? Squeegee, that. Oh, some fingernail polish remover. You might be able to use alcohol, but this should work pretty good. And some rags. I just got some shotgun patches here to use. And I've got a Q-tip. I don't know that I'll have to use it, but I might. So I've got it out. Of course, you want to make sure your fingernail polish is shook up really good. Now I'm going to take now this is 100% acetone. Like I said, it's the Walmart brand, the cheap stuff. I'm just going to take a little bit and clean real good where the engraving is, where the serial number is, because I'm going to do the serial number too. I'm going to do over here where the manufacturer name and address is. And of course, here where it says safe and semi. Now this gun is pretty clean because it's a brand new gun, but I just want to make sure there's no oil off of my fingers on it. Get the right side, the company logo. That should dry here in pretty quick. It's probably already dry. I'm going to take a dry rag, just kind of wipe over it. You can take a hair dryer or an air gun and blow across it. Just make sure it's dry. And if you got any, on a used gun, if you got any dirt in the engraving, you might want to take a toothbrush, a little bit of water or something, and brush out the grooves. But anyway, that's dry now. And the company logo here. Like I said, I'm just going to make sure I get the whole logo. Now I want to take just a clean dry patch to use to wipe. As long as you put this tape on here, the fingernail polish will wipe off of it. And just press down and wipe across. And you can kind of wipe off any excess around the edges. One thing I did notice on this gun, on the company logo, it's not engraved real deep. So I may have to let it dry and put a second coat on it. I'm going to flip it over now. Do up here where the company logo is. sure my card's clean. Wipe that off. Kind of wipe off this edge. Now after this dries, I'll take and wipe across it real light with some acetone, and it'll kind of clean it up, kind of clean in between the lines. I'm going to do around the serial number too now. Just want to make sure you get all the engraving covered. So this is really easy and simple. I chose flat dark earth to do this because that color would kind of match my gun. I really didn't want to use white or silver. You could, it probably wouldn't look bad with white or silver. I'm going to come down here where the company name and address is. Now you got your hammer pin and your trigger pin here, so you don't want to get it down in them. If you do, push your pin in a little ways, take a Q-tip or something and clean that hole out before it dries. Like I say, you'll have a little bit of residue from the fingernail polish between the lettering around the outside edge wherever you put this. It's not all going to squeegee off, but the majority of it will. But a debit card, a gift card, if you got an old gift card from Walmart or something from Christmas, probably take a business card. Just put some black electrical tape. That rubber tape makes a really nice squeegee. Make sure I get plenty in the grooves. And if you mess up, don't like the color, you can always take some acetone and cotton ball or something, and it'll clean out. I'm going to go over this side again, make it a little darker. Like I say, this engraving ain't as deep as the other side. Kind of wiped on the end of the logo here, so I'm going to have to touch that end up just a little bit. that dry. Like say you could use a hairdryer or something on it if you wanted. It'd dry a little quicker. But that's pretty simple to do. Like say you could use any color you wanted. If you had a flat dark earth lower, you'd probably want to use a dark color to do the inlay on the letters. But with a black lower, probably going to want to use a lighter color, white, silver, a light gray, flat dark earth. You could even do different colors, like back here on your safe and semi. If you wanted to use white and red meaning it's ready to fire. I chose not to. I'm just going to leave it all flat dark earth. But pretty simple to do. You don't want to use a lot of acetone. I'm just going to wrap it around this card so it's nice and flat, and I'm not really pushing it down in the engraving. I want it to rub flat. Flip it over and go to the other side. Use a clean part of the rag here. Alright, this is what it looks like. Like I said, the engraving on this side ain't very deep, so I'm not getting a lot of color in it. I've got some color, but this side the engraving is a lot deeper and the color showed up really good. I may touch it up, give it a few hours to dry, set up, and touch it up, but I kind of like it. So anyway, this is what the engraving looks like. Kind of matches the stock and forearm, handguard, all that. So anyway, if you want to try this out, I'm going to link in the description a link to this polish. Like I said, I got it at Walmart. It's called Pure Ice brand. It was like $1.98 or something like that. But the color says it's Shore Bet is the name of the color. And there's a number 1061 1061. Thanks for watching. I'm Redneck in a Hat. We'll see you guys later. Make sure you subscribe.